Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Lupa is the epitome of swap cancels. For those who don't know, Lupa's kit has been added in game. You can go to the characters archive and check it out. So I went through this whole wall of text. I swear these skill descriptions are getting worse. Kuro, we are here to play, not read novels. So anyways, after a really painful reading session, I finally grasped Luca's skills, what she does. I will save you from this hell lot of explanation and will focus on the main parts I want to convey through this video, so that you can decide if you want to pull for her or not. I will cover the complete skill explanation on my guide video, which will be uploaded on a release day. Okay, so Lupa is the first character Kuro has openly said go use her in quickswap team. However, not any quickswap team, preferably a fusion quickswap team, prominently with our two fusion duos Brant and Changli, completing Brant's harem. Of course, Encore is also an option that you can use for quickswap. Let me explain why I am putting so much emphasis on fusion teams. After using her liberation, she grants a buff to the whole team called Pack Hunt. What this buff does is, when attacking an Overlord or Calamity class enemy, it increases the team's attack by 6% and gives them 10% fusion damage bonus. If there are 3 fusion characters in the team, the fusion damage increases by an additional 10%. And if an intro skill is cast, the attack is additionally increased by another 6%. So it ultimately gives 20% fusion damage bonus and 24% attack increase. Here it says that the attack increase caps at 18%. I am pretty sure this cap is for the additional attack increase, excluding the base 6%. And this is not all. From her inherent skill 2, casting a liberation makes the whole team ignore 3% fusion resistance of enemies, which increases further with the number of fusion characters in the team up to 9%. When there are 3 fusion characters, this increases by another 6%. That is a total of 15% fusion resistance shade. There is one more skill of Lupa which is super good for quickswap. If you switch out Lupa within 8 seconds of casting a certain attack, Lupa will remain on the field dealing damage alongside the resonator when they perform resonance liberation, which is very cool and unique. However, her outro skill is similar to other resonators, providing fusion and basic attack damage buff, which gets removed once swapped out. But this buff can be utilized by Brant to buff the big hit from his forte. It already hits very hard, so imagine what the damage will be when combined with this buff and all the fusion and attack buff she provides. So just by looking at her kit, it is very understandable that she is made to be played with quickswap team. But I checked her multipliers and they are very impressive. So using her like a hyper carry is perfectly fine as well. It's just that Lupa provides so many buffs for the team that if we could squeeze in a skill of another character during a skill animation, the benefits are very huge. Like for example, if I use Brant's forte skill and during its animation I switch to Changli and use a skill or maybe liberation, in that same instance while Lupa's buffs are active, I am dealing damage with 2 characters at once. Before we move on to the next part, I have a giveaway announcement. All you have to do is like and share this video, subscribe to my channel, comment down below what you think about Lupa and if you are pulling for her. Finally, don't forget to join my Discord server, link in description. The giveaway is being hosted there. It will run for 2 weeks, 2 winners, and do remember screenshot proofs will be asked, so make sure to follow all the steps. This giveaway is actually for reaching 20k subs. Thank you everyone for your support. I have been wanting to do this for a while, but I was caught up with other things and didn't have a proper Discord setup until now. Thank you so much for all the support you have given me. Now that we are done with her kit, let me quickly go over her team options so that you know if you have the characters to use with her. First of all, the triple fusion Brant harem team. Changli, Brant, Lupa will be the best team. All of them with many swap cancel windows, and Brant will provide the sustain support as well. Here you can swap out any of them with Encore, but beware not to call this Brant harem team anymore. Aside from fusion characters, you could use her with another quickswap DPS characters like Shang Liao, Carlotta, even Fluid Elise or Jinxie. Lupa can also be used as a dual DPS with another fusion main DPS like Chixia. Activate her buffs and intro to Chixia where she benefits from Lupa's fusion buffs and outro buff. Of course, you can run a similar type of playstyle with Brant, Changli or Encore instead of Chixia if you don't like quickswap. You can also use her as a main DPS herself. Most of Lupa's highest damage dealing hits are considered as resonance liberation damage. So Changli as sub DPS for main DPS Lupa is a fantastic pair. And for this playstyle as well, you can run the Brant harem team with Brant as a sustain DPS buffing Changli, and Changli then buffs Lupa. A sustain support like Shorekeeper or Varina are also an amazing option for the last slot. Brant can also be used as sub DPS to buff the fusion damage of Lupa. Even though Jianshin provides resonance liberation amplification, I wouldn't recommend her due to her slow rotation. Instead, you can use Yang Yang as a moonlit set holder, as she has fast rotations and she also provides resonance energy regen from outro and attack buff from H6. Sanhua is another similar option to Yang Yang with super fast rotations. And with this, I will end this video. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe for more Wuthering Waves content. Good luck for the giveaway and thank you so much for watching.